All right, let's get started. Today, my best friend and I decided to go to a very interesting store where they sell different cool equipment, and I think that we can really buy something interesting. What is the seller? What do you have interesting so that we can buy? Wow, where are their CCTV cameras? This is really very cool. We take them. How cool it is that we now have such cool CCTV cameras. Now we can put them everywhere to watch our whole village. And for now, let's go home and play computer games or watch TV or maybe just relax or go swimming in the pool. I'm sure that you and I will find something to do. Well, for now, let's go. And I also remember that I was very hungry, so I want you and I to eat something very tasty and then start doing our business. Today will be fun.
2 hours later.
Well, it's already night. And now we can put cameras absolutely everywhere for our residents while they are sleeping. They won't even know that we put a camera, and then we will be able to watch them. Because it seems to me that lately, something very strange has been happening in our village, and we must find out with you what exactly, and then we will be able to save our entire village. How cool is it that you and I are so cool and awesome and that we always succeed? The main thing is to do it unnoticed, and then everything will be just wonderful. It's just cool. So now I still need to stand in some places of the camera so that it is very unnoticeable and very secretive. How good it is that I can do everything so cool. After all, I am a really cool professional in this business.
It was really very cool because you put cameras in some houses and I put cameras in other houses, and I'm sure that no one even found out that now. We can see behind them and it's cool. So what now that we've put all the cameras and everything is absolutely completely ready? I think we can go home and go to bed because tomorrow we'll be watching all our residents to find out what's going on. Strange in our village.
Well, finally, we woke up and we can go to the camera as quickly as possible to see what is happening with our residents. I am really very interested in what will happen now. For now, you and I are watching the viewers and he is clearly visible and everything is fine with him. But then the camera turns and he is gone. I can't believe it. Where could he have disappeared to? What you need to do as quickly as possible is to look at the other camera and see if there is still a resident there. What about here? He is calmly in his house and everything is fine, but then the camera turns and this resident has also disappeared. This is just awful. What is going on here? And now we need to look at one more of our cameras that monitors the seller who sells all the materials we need. And here everything is fine. He sits and sells everything he needs, and again the camera turns and the resident also disappears somewhere. I am already very scared. So we have one more camera left in which we can see what he is. Check if everything is okay. That this resident is still in his house. We need to run there quickly to see where he disappeared to.
I completely agree with you. We need to run as quickly as possible to that place to find out where this resident will disappear to. I hope that you and I will make it. We see that we are busy, but no, some kind of hole has formed there and he did not fall and disappeared. Let's quickly go inside and examine this place. This is simply unbelievable, but it is already closed. Something is wrong here. I think we need to get these sellers as quickly as possible to buy the necessary materials so that we can then break through the floor to see what is underneath it.
Well, I think we should now go to our house as quickly as possible and take all the necessary tools, because our seller has disappeared, and we will not be able to buy what we need from him, but in principle, we have these tools at home, thanks to which we can break the floor in this house to find out what is underneath it. It is so good that you and I ran to our house so quickly, took all the necessary tools, and now we can go back there again to study this area and understand what we should do. We need to run as quickly as possible because a lot of residents have already disappeared from our village, and it's just terrible because soon there will be no one to live and work here, and I don't want that. What we need to break, see what is underneath it. And it is just awful. And underneath it, there is some kind of large abyss, and there is water below too. I think we should go down there to find out what is there and what is happening in our village in general. Wow, it was so cool to jump over that gorge, and now you and I are here in some kind of cave, and it's just awful and very scary. It's not clear what to do. Oh no, look, there are imprisoned metal things here, our residents, and that's where they disappeared to, but who took them all? I just can't understand. You and I should probably figure this out so that we can save them as quickly as possible and return to our village again. But no. Look, there's a mega giant zombie in the distance, and it's him who stole them all, and you and I need to get away as quickly as possible. After all, if we start fighting him now, we'll definitely lose. Now, we don't have any cool weapons that could really hurt him so that we can get our residents back. We need to get out of here as quickly as possible before he destroys us. It's so good that we managed to escape, and I made a deal with a cool seller from another village. He came to us. Hello, seller, we'll go now. We'll pay a lot of emeralds. And you, give us as many cool weapons as possible. It's just incredible that you have everything in this world. Now we'll have really cool rocket launchers, machine guns, and all the equipment in general. And with such weapons, we'll definitely be able to defeat this stupid and unfortunate zombie. And then we'll be able to free all our residents and return our village to the way it was before. Well, now we are already close to this gorge, and we can calmly go down to it. The main thing is not to make any sudden movements, and always be very careful, and then everything will definitely be fine with us. And we will be able to defeat this terrible mega zombie. And I still can't believe that it was he who kidnapped our residents. And then some terrible things happened to them. And it's just incredibly terrible. We must defeat him today to free our village from this terrible monster, and so that everyone can live well and be happy as before. Well, you and I have been walking for a very long time. And I am sure that sooner or later you and I will come to this place. There are so many imprisoned residents here that I am very sorry to see this. We need to find this zombie. He came out, we fought with him and won, and then everything will be just wonderful. Look, he's coming from afar to attack us and defeat us. You're a terrible zombie. We have cool rocket launchers, and now we're going to shoot them right at you. Look, we succeeded. He got scared. Of course, you and I didn't defeat him, but he got really scared. And now we can calmly free all the residents who were imprisoned. This is just wonderful. We'll free everyone now. You don't have to worry. We have pickaxes, then we'll take you all outside, and you can calmly go home. It's so good that we were able to save all these poor residents, and now they don't have to worry about anything happening to them. What is so wonderful that now all the residents are back in our village. They can do what they love and not worry about something happening. You and I did a really cool thing today. We had cool weapons, thanks to which we were able to defeat this stupid zombie and save our entire village from this terrible monster. And now I think we deserve a rest. And to be honest, I would like to watch TV or play some computers because I'm already tired of everything. I want to come home now and eat something tasty and then lie on the couch and watch a movie. We are also at home now, and I think we should check on the cameras whether all the residents are safe and whether everything is okay with them. After all, we just released them. Well, I see on the cameras that this resident is at home, and this is just wonderful, and I am so glad that we have these cameras because now we can influence the residents and understand whether they are safe or not. This makes our task easier. Now we don't need to run somewhere every time.
A nobody, faster! Look outside, a giant zombie is approaching our village, the same one that was in the dungeon. And it seems that you and I didn't defeat him, but simply wounded him. And now he has regained his strength and has come to the base of our village. We need to quickly come up with some kind of plan so that you and I can defeat him, because he is very big and strong. And if you and I don't do anything now, he will simply take all our residents and will mock us alone. What do? Let's quickly grab our weapons that we have, because we have really cool ones, such as rocket launchers and everything else. I think that with them, we can defeat him. Then victory will be ours, and we will be able to protect our village from these terrible monsters called mega zombies.
I completely agree with you. We took all the coolest weapons that we have, and I think we can fight back against this stupid and terrible zombie because he wanted to attack our village. I believe that you and I can handle it. Because you and I are an incredibly cool team because you and I are best friends. You are a terrible zombie. You will not be able to defeat us because we are stronger and cooler. But it seems that now the rocket launcher does not deliver damage to him. I think we need to come up with some other plan. Otherwise, he will now break our entire village and take all our residents, and I really don't want that. What residents? Let's all give me emeralds, and I'll buy dynamite, and then we'll be able to destroy this terrible zombie according to a cool plan. What do we have with you? Now, we have a lot of emeralds, and we need to go to my seller who can check absolutely everything. Give us dynamite, please. There will pay you emeralds. What's great, he gave us a lot of dynamite. And now we have to build a giant hole in which you'll put the dynamite, and we'll lure the zombie there and then blow everything up, and then we'll be able to defeat him too. I am sure that this plan works accurately, and then we will be able to destroy this zombie. Well, I think that now is the time to start our plan. Now you and I have made a very big hole. Now we need to go down and put a lot of dynamite there. When I say a lot, I mean a lot, so that it will be enough to blow up this terrible mega zombie because he only wants to destroy villages and kidnap residents. But you and I are not on the mail because he attacked our village. And you and I promise that we will always protect our village from terrible monsters and various bandits. And this time we will need to protect this village from this terrible mega. So you and I have put an incredible amount of dynamite. I am simply sure that he will be able to blow up this terrible zombie, and then we will be able to live in peace and not worry about anything. How cool is it that you and I are such a great team and simply incredible best friends who always help each other? We will also need to make a small mechanism out of redstone so that later we can activate this dynamite from afar. And we ourselves will not climb up there. I am sure that everything will work out, and we will defeat this zombie. And now we need to run to the village to find this terrible zombie and lure him into our trap so that he gets caught there, we tear him away, and then go eat delicious food and rest. We need to run to this stupid zombie as quickly as possible to deceive him. Hey, look, he's running right after us. It's just wonderful. We can lure him very easily. You and I are close to throwing him into this pit. And look, he's already straight into our hole. We need to set the mechanism of action as quickly as possible so that everything explodes here and destroys the zombie.
It's just unbelievable, but you and I managed to destroy this terrible mega zombie and save our village, and now we are heroes.